What's the matter? I'm stuck to the floor. I've got nowhere to go.
Hi, I'm Samsun Lobe. Welcome to this episode of Collecting the Future. So in this video, we've got two different series. I thought it would be quite good to compare two lines of action figures. So on the right hand side here, we have the Creative Beast Studios Cyberzoic. So this is a Kickstarter project released in 2024. They did a previous series which was called Beasts of the Mesozoic, which was just dinosaurs. I don't know how successful that series was, but they added cyber to it and riders, obviously trying to sort of copy the dino riders from many years ago. So it was a very interesting set. I really liked the big dragon when I seen it on Kickstarter. So I funded it along with lots of other people, and I'm quite happy when the figures come out. There's a lot of pros and cons to buying or supporting a Kickstarter project, especially action figures. Some of them never make it to fruition. You don't lose your money, but again, you could be waiting quite a long time. There's another series that I've got coming out shortly. I've been waiting probably 18 months, nearly 2 years for that to actually be released. So funded this one early in 2024, got released late last year, and the figures are okay is how I would suggest it. The dinosaurs have incredible detail, but as an action figure set, I was a bit disappointed that you have to buy the dinosaur, then the armor packs, and then the figures as well. They do them as a set, but as a set that becomes really expensive. So the dinosaurs range from 40 to 220 pounds, the armor around 30 to 40 pounds, and then the figures themselves around 30 pounds. So if you want a set, you're thinking, to actually play with this set, it's between 100 and 300 quid, which I think is too expensive for this kind of figure. And then the figures are fairly small. I'm not a fan of those of that size, but obviously they've done it because the scale of the dinosaurs, which is totally acceptable. But really, I probably won't be investing any more in that set. So then we come to this set on the left-hand side, which is very, very different, but also a dinosaur set. It's by Boss Fight Studios, and it's called Saurozoic Warriors. Released in 2023, currently on Wave 3, I think. I've only got 7 of these figures. I think there are 12 in total. It's an original concept, so it's just using a rough dinosaur but then turning it into some sort of warrior. And you can see with all the fluorescent colours, it's sort of much more aimed at an action figure than the sort of serious side with the other side. I really like this series. I think it's really well sculpted. I like the packaging. I like the boxes. You can just display them as they are. The only trouble with this for us in the UK, these are really hard to get hold of. So I think all of these came from the US. And as I've said before, there is a cost-effective way from shipping from the United States. You need to use a shipper. So I use one called My US. So I have a US address, and all of these figures get sent to that address. I then, when I have them already, they combine the shipping and ship them in one lot. So you do save quite a bit on your postage. So these figures were 30 to 50 pounds, something like that each. But obviously once if you're adding tax and postage, then 70 to 80 figures. But dinosaur figures, always something that I would look to collect, even because they're unique IPs. I still think that's fine, as long as they're done well. And I think out of these two, then it would be Saurozoic Warriors that I would collect. Thanks for watching. Please check out my other videos.